Tired of spiking too low, hitting it out, or just completely missing? Well, say no more. After this video, you'll be able to dominate the world. Or at least the volleyball field. But what also helps dominating the field is a teammate. So join my Discord with the link in the description. But for now, I'll show you how to begin, advance and master your spikes, step by step. This is almost lucky from NetBlocks, and let's spike things up. When you first join a game, you'll probably see people spiking or blocking literally every single ball. Are you more the blocker type? Then make sure to check out my defense guide, link in the corner. But if you see yourself as a striker, then let's break it down to the very basics. The style doesn't matter for beginners. A higher spike stat just means a faster spike. But for now, any speed will do. Let's head straight into practice mode and focus on the one thing that really matters right now: timing. Because if your timing is off, you'll probably see this little message pop up. And honestly, I didn't know what that means at first. So let me explain. Too low means that if you spike the ball right now, it would just go straight into the net. To save you, Volleyball Legends slows the ball down and gently tosses it to your opponent. So, it just means you had the wrong timing, or you were in the wrong position. So beginner tip number 1, stay close to the net. Never position yourself behind the attacking line. Stay inside this zone. And beginner tip number 2, once you're in position, stop moving. Just jump and spike, that's it. And here's a quick but super important tip. That little circle right below the ball, it shows where and when the ball will drop. So learning to read that circle is essential to get your timing right. The smaller it gets, the closer it is to the ground. Now let's practice. Step into the attacking zone, spawn a ball, wait until it reaches its peak height. Then jump, and as soon as it's close to your head, spike it. Well, that's a decent spike, so repeat this a few times. And now, you might notice something else. The ball goes exactly where your character is facing. Changing directions mid-air doesn't work. And that's because in Volleyball Legends, once you jump, your facing direction is locked. You've got to decide before your jump where you want to hit it. But even though you can't change your direction in the air, there's something you can control: the tilt of your spike. This mechanic lets you aim your spike upward, downward or neutral. Hold W on your keyboard for a steeper spike, like downward tilt. Hold S for a longer shot. It's a backward tilt, and no extra input means neutral. And in most cases, this is like the center of the opponent's field. On mobile or console, this works with the left stick. So now, practice the tilt. Master this, and you're officially not a beginner anymore, as that will help you to spike around blockers and past back row defenders. So you're not just smashing the ball anymore, you're starting to control your game. Now that you've learned the basics of timing and tilting, it's time to put that into practice with an actual setter. The best way? Join my Discord. Or hop into an open lobby and wait for someone with a higher level to actually set the ball for you. You can also try to ask in chat if somebody's willing to set, just be nice. And then, rework everything you've learned. Wait for the set, position yourself, jump as the ball hits its peak, spike when it's right at your head. The first few times, you might miss the ball or you get blocked or even counter-spiked. But that's totally fine. Those are the first real steps you've got to take. Feeling confident now, or knew that already? Then it's time for the advanced level. And the key to becoming more advanced is having a better spike stat, by getting a better style. And here's a quick tier list of characters you might want to try for spiking. Personally, I really love characters with a good mix of speed and spike, and I don't care too much about super high set stats. Just a solid mid set is enough for me to still handle plays. If you've got one of these, you should be good to go. And a quick shout out to Cat for this tier list. And if you don't know Cat yet, check out his channel. He makes some really good content. And now, let's head to the next key, which is using the entire field. You can now even spike from the backfield. Just mind your timing and your tilt. And by timing, I mean you can now start to mix up your timing on purpose. Hit it early, hit it late. With the right tilt, you can score from almost any position at almost any time. And here's another key mechanic. You've learned that your facing direction locks the moment you jump, and that you need to position yourself beforehand. But now's the time to use that to your advantage. You can actually bait defenders into thinking you're hitting left, and then snap the camera and hit it right at the last second. You can call it speed shifting or a camera flick. So get wide, pull back, get creative. And by creative I mean you're no longer stuck in one spot. Start using movement in your attacks. To practice this on your own, hop into practice mode, set the ball up to yourself, and then start moving and try spiking it from different positions. Wide left, deep right, closer to the net, mix it up. The more angles you master, the harder you will be to defend. And as you get better, you will see that sets become way more important. Because at some point, defenders will start focusing only on you. And that's your cue to switch it up. If you've still got a touch left, that's the perfect time to set it back to your teammate and outsmart the defense. So a good hitter also can set, at least to a certain amount. And if you want to get better at that too, check out my setter's guide, link in the corner. If you made it all the way here, you're probably ready to play a diamond level or higher. And honestly, that's all I use myself, and I've hit pro rank in every season so far. But to take things to the next level, we'll soon start using everything Volleyball Legends has to offer. But wait, something's still missing up until now. You subscribing to my channel. That's missing because it's giveaway time. On every 1000 subs, I'll do a giveaway. And we just hit 3000 subscribers. You can win 1 out of 10 style slots. It's 100% free, and what you've got to do is join my Discord, go to the announcements channel, click the new giveaway document, enter your Discord name and the secret code SPIKEKING to join the giveaway. The winners will be drawn by luck next Saturday, 3 PM CET, but all infos is right there in the Discord. So please subscribe so we get another giveaway just the next Saturday. And now, let's move on. As I said earlier, now it's the time to take everything Volleyball Legends has to offer. And that means abilities, shift locking, and the ultimate spike monster, Sanu. Because unlike other characters, he can not only tilt forward and backward, he can also tilt sideways. That means, even if he's facing directly at the block, he can still spike around it. Basically, he's overpowered. But if you don't got Sanu, no worries. Let's go over a few abilities that work really well for hitters. As I mentioned earlier, I personally love movement speed, which is why I put Super Sprint way up on my list, as it gives you flexibility from any position and with any playstyle, not just offense and not just a one-trick pony. A rather funny ability is the Boom Jump, that throws you way up high in the air to spike the ball. But I got the feeling that you easily can block it. Unless you got a setter with a zero gravity set, that's a good combination. Thanks to Winix for helping. Try using the ability Redirection Jump. This ability lets you change direction and even slightly move mid-air, opening a whole new level of unpredictability. And a massive shout out to Sun for helping me with this shot. But another cool ability is the Curve Spike. I'm not a pro with it, but I've seen some players curve the ball around people like magic. And a rather new ability is the Shield Breaker, which hits right through blocks and can only be countered by the Steel Block ability. But even without abilities or Sanu, you can pull off deadly spikes with a trick called Shift Locking. On PC and console, here's how it works. Shift Locking on or in means your camera and character direction are linked. That's basically how most of the people are playing, because it's easy for beginners and it's easier to move like that. Shift Locking off means you can move and face independently from the camera. Harder for you, but also way harder to predict for the enemy's defense. And now here's the trick. Place your camera to the left, run from the left while facing right, and just before jumping, shift lock in. Your opponent thinks you're spiking right, but your attack goes left. Mastering this is like pro Spike King status, and honestly, I don't even use it yet, but I probably should. So good luck on your way to becoming a Spike King yourself. Next up on the channel will be a TSK guide and a full serving guide. Timeskip Oigawa will drop on next Saturday. With his new secret serve ability, I'll try to have a serving guide ready the same day. And as for TSK, a lot of you asked, I might drop the full guide this Wednesday, if I find the time to do so. Because you know, I got a real job outside making content. So if you want to support what I do, like, comment and subscribe. It really helps a ton. Ich bin almost lucky, and I'll see you in the next one.